Charles and I set for this Madden Ultimate Team matchup as we get a peek some of the stars in today's game. Well, will they be stars? Will you be a star? We'll find out. Let's play. Here's the former Auburn kicker, Daniel Carlson, to get this one started. And off we go from Soldier Field. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Yeah, that's what we do. That's what we do.
And Wilson in motion left. He'll get it here on the jet sweep. And that is not fooling anyone. He never had a chance to turn the corner there. And they'll go backwards right away.
Until loss of 2. Brings up second and 12.
Now it's Griffin. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. Osa Odighizuwa with the effort there to earn the sack. I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. First carry here for Ken Walker. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. They'll indeed go for it with Griffin. Look in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down.
But all came together on that one, didn't it?
Big-time throw on 4th.
Now that had to feel good, didn't it? Taking that type of a gamble there and making it pay off. What a throw.
And tough as a receiver because no matter how perfect the pass, you know it's 4th down and you got to convert.
A little bit of extra pressure, but he overcame it.
And getting this just shy in midfield, they'll spot it at the 49 lane. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Their first possession of the game, and they're already going after double coverage.
That's a nice completion that can set the tone for things to come if they're able to keep finding ways to beat what the defense is throwing at them. They look like they're confident that they can get it done.
Here's the longtime Jaguar. It's Fred Taylor. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
Even though it's the opening drive of the game, he wasn't shy about taking off and running with the football, even knowing the defense is definitely going to take their shots at him, and that's exactly what they did. He better learn to slide, otherwise he won't be around to finish this one.
Setting up the screen here. This is Walker. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Out is Carlson now for the Raider field goal. It'll be a 49-yard attempt from the left hash. And he didn't get it there. No, it's no good. Just shy of the crossbar, and this will remain a scoreless game.
I'm about to say something that seems really obvious, but you hate to see your kicker miss on the opening drive because now you're starting to wonder what goes through his head. Is that going to affect him the rest of the game? Is he going to be able to bounce back? You want to show confidence later? What's going to go on with him right out of the gate with a miss?
Yeah, chance to grab the 3-0 lead here at home. Instead, we remain scoreless. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
At the 46-yard line.
Now it's Griffin. They'll dump this complete to the bus. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Griffin. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup.
Good protection there on 3rd down. This is just a simple flip to his tight end outside the numbers, and he's able to haul it in and pick up the 1st down.
On 1st and 10, it's Griffin. That one's complete out to Michael Mayer. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. We're scoreless after 1. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Give up the middle to Bettis. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. They work now on 2nd and 9. Now Griffin. Eluding the pressure right. That one complete to Bettis. And the Cowboys are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line. RG3 outside of the pocket. You know that's where he can be really dangerous with the feet or here the arm.
And that scares defenses in a big way because his ability to break ranks and still make big throws or, as you suggested, take off and go, how do you defend that when he's on his game?
A run right side, it's Bettis. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Jerome Bettis, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Now Mike McCarthy going to decide to go for 2 here. It's caught at the one. Now he will get in to make it 8-0. And, of course, on the 2-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
Daniel Carlson set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And the way their last drive ended, boy, it was frustrating. They had a pretty good drive going. It was sustained, and then it stalled out, Charles, and they missed the field goal and got nothing out of it.
Is that insult to injury? Because they had such a sustained drive, as you noted. So you know for the head coach, it almost felt like a little bit of failure to send out the field goal unit and then to not even see the ball go through the post. What a bummer on that last drive for them. Got to pick themselves up from that one.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Now they'll change things up. From the gun, it's Griffin. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Great way to convert on third down there. 21 yards the play.
Oh, that's a big let off there on third down because you've got to account for the running back coming out of the backfield. They didn't, and they got burned, not just for a first down, but for big yardage as well.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
Not only did we just see back-to-back nice gains, but we're also seeing the confidence rise, not just for the guy who caught it, but the guy throwing it as well.
And these back-to-back catches here out of the backfield, that can set something up downfield in a later sequence, right?
A lot of the time, it starts to draw the defense closer to the line of scrimmage. So to your point, show this swing pass, show this check down. Maybe later on you heave one deep when you catch them close to the spot.
They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
It's 4th down.
They'll try and throw for it with Griffin. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by John Johnson.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Up the middle they run with Bettis. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down. 8-0 our score with 2 minutes left in the second quarter. Throwing now, Griffin on first down. And that is incomplete. Well, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Now Griffin on second down. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they had incompletions on first and second down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
And they snap him short of the first as he can only get to the 20. It's a 6-yard gain, and it leaves him looking at a fourth down.
And then we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
They're going on fourth down. It's Griffin. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Mike McCarthy took the gamble, didn't pay off. And the Bears will get the football back. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not it. Gronkowski's going to go. He's still on his feet. Touchdown, Chicago. Rob Gronkowski, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Bears are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
Well, it's definitely early enough here. They didn't need to go for 2. They didn't have to go for 2, but they did. We're all tied at 8.
Is this one of those anything you can do, I can match? Because that's exactly what we got on that one. Neither one of these teams wants to give any ground, do they?
So 8-8 our score now as he'll send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here? And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And they will score. Pick 6 for a Bears touchdown. smartest decision. He reminded him that he was a Pro Bowl corner with not only the pick, but the pick six.
And those guys who have that designation, sometimes they get a little bit bored in games because people try to avoid them. They absolutely love it when they get challenged, and it's a chance to remind everyone exactly why they were tagged as one of the best in the league the prior season.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Kadarius Toney going to elect to bring this one out. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kick.
Oh, right on the heels of the pick six. Another ball intercepted. And they will score a pick six for a Bears touchdown. Charles, you can just see the frustration on the sideline. Safe to say that's not how they expected this series to go. The ball only went one way, and it was backward into their own end zone, courtesy of the pick six.
And, Brandon, how often do we hear offenses tell us before a game they want to end every series with a kick, right? A punt, a PAT, or a field goal. In case of a defense, they want to end with a punt or a takeaway. And we saw the takeaway right there, and it turned out to be a takeaway that turned into 6 points.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it down by 2 scores. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
On second down, here's Griffin. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete.
Oh, and that's kind of how it's gone for him so far. That was a ball they need to get back in this game. A quick strike, a big play. But he led his guy too far, and it winds up over his head.
To throw is RG3. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. On first down, Griffin. Flush to his right. That one complete down the field to Smith. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they're having panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball. And what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Griffin's throw there taken in by Smith. And they eventually get to him at the 17 after a pickup of 17 into the red zone, first down.
I tell you what, it looks like he's shaking off that pick six just fine. It's not just defensive backs that have to have short memories. Quarterbacks utilize that as well. A much more confident throw right there.
From the red zone now, here's Griffin on first down. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Sauce Gardner picks it off. And the Bears are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line.
Partner, there's no other way you could describe it because that was absolutely just gut-wrenching for that offense. They were right on the precipice. Points were available. All they had to do was just fall forward, and they were going to put them up on the board. Instead, a long drive ends in heartbreak and a melancholy trip back to the draw.
There he goes, right side. Now look out. He's to the 20. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the first half.
And, partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball.
Again, and again, and again. It's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that will take us to the end of the first half of play. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. It's the Cowboys who get the football first, and they trail here as well as we resume action in the third quarter. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive. But maybe cut into it a little bit, as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over. A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here, or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
Griffin. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. And they're going to speed things up here. Now this is going to be a quarterback draw. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on second down and 11. The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. And he is across midfield from 149 to the other 49, a gain of just 2.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
On third down, Griffin. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
It's a gain of 25 yards.
They'll throw on first down with Griffin. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Call it a gain of a yard, and it'll be second down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Griffin to the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
To throw again is Griffin. They'll roll him out right. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Cowboys are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the second half. Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson. And the lead will be cut down to 14.
Makes the score Bears 29. Cowboys 15. Daniel Carlson set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he returns this to the 22.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
First and 10, Taylor now. It's a solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. 130 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues. So they go pass, now they go run, and 2 plays resulting in really nice pickups.
Certainly sounds like a 50-50 deal, doesn't it? Sounds like great balance. Well, you know what all those coaches have told us over the years, Brandon, that balance is? It means doing what you want to when you want to. That play calling is working very well for them right now.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
39-yard line.
Griffin. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
Brings up 3rd down.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And Walker has it. Well, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Running straight ahead, Taylor. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll run here with Taylor. And he pushes forward, but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal.
Now they'll send a tight end in motion left. They'll look to run with Taylor. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. They'll send one of those 2 tight ends in motion. On 3rd and goal, here's Griffin. Rolling to his right. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Now to try the field goal, here's Daniel Carlson. This to make it a 3-score game late. Carlson able to put this one through, and that will extend their lead even further. So that almost certainly the final piece to this puzzle, a 3-score lead. I don't think there's any coming back from there.
Well, you know, normally I'd get on you for giving up on the game right here, but I do think you're right in this case. This late in the game, 2 scores is tough enough. 3, I'm with you. That seems out of the question.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball. Look at the big man rumble! Big strides. Look at him go. Touchdown, Cowboys! Michael Mayer, 75 yards. And they the Cowboys have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. And one play, 75 yards in zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
Not liking the look. They'll change the play. On second down, Griffin. Open man is Kirk, complete. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Brings up 3rd down and 9.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Griffin. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Osa Odighizuwa picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Here's Ryan Stonehouse now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. On the return, it's Tony. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10.
At their own 49-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. That goes for a gain of 31.
And here's a spot where this offense says, we got to start making something happen. We're down 2 scores. It's the fourth quarter. We've got to start moving with some urgency. And here's a big play that gives them a ray of hope that they can get back in this one.
And he will fight his way into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Jerome Bettis, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cowboys have made it a 1-score game again here in the fourth. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And with that last touchdown, I mean, we're set up for a good finish here. Some things to consider, Charles. Obviously, it's a very close game. You're in the fourth quarter. Defensively, they've got all 3 timeouts in their back pocket.
So the chess match really ramps up, doesn't it? Because in these situations, what do? Do you run the ball and kill the clock here? Or you try to bury them with another score? And how about defensively? Do you use your timeouts to Larry's opportunity? Or wait till you hit the 2-minute warning? So there's a lot going into this one. Let's see how each side goes about their strategy.
Again, it's Taylor. to about the 40-yard line. And now a timeout taken here defensively with 2:07 remaining. So they'll also have the stop coming up at the 2-minute warning.
At the 40-yard line.
On second down, it's Taylor. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. 173 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Now, this is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Running left, Taylor. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Didn't get to the sticks, but that's an ideal carry there on first down, isn't it?
I mean, now you're 2nd and 1. Although, you know, in the NFL, even if you picked up the first down, I don't think it's a big difference because the clock doesn't stop.
Yeah, not like college.
Right. If it's college football, you want to 2nd and 1 is probably better than picking up the first down because in college football, the clock stops with every first down and actually aids the defense in that situation.
And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. 5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down. The Cowboys signal for their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. With carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Yeah, we got more where that came from. Come on, come on.
Clock counting down toward 40 seconds as they take the knee. Griffin down to a knee, and that should be the final act in this game.
Pick it up, you're passing it.
Daniel Carlson on for the field goal. A 40-yard attempt.
What a ball game this was. What an atmosphere this was. And the home team getting the late touchdown, getting the victory, and now everybody in this building can file away with smiles on their faces.
And what do real estate people tell us all the time? It's location, location, location. So being at home, that can be a big deal because remember, they were down to their final chance to retake the lead. That home field advantage, I think it helped fuel all of what happened for them down the stretch. A huge win.